So, as far as Jamal and I's relationship, it has become nothing. I have my phone on me to kind of tell you guys or walk you through what has and hasn't been said and what's been going on. Well, I guess the latest thing that's kind of upset me is that he got on Facebook and made a status talking about how he wanted to find another girl to be with, and then he made another statement saying, "I promise to treat you right," which didn't make me sad, but it made me angry, because then I kind of felt like, how can you move on so fast and promise to treat somebody else right, but you could never be there for me? We've argued so much back and forth, and there's been so many hateful things said that I've pretty much told him that if he's going to continue to treat me like complete shit, that she won't have his last name. But the agreement that we've came to is if he can show up to the hospital the day that she's born, she will take his last name. If he's not there, she's not taking it. Something else that has happened as far as his family is concerned, I feel comfortable speaking with his grandma and a few others, but as far as his mom is concerned, I sent her a text message simply asking how she was, and she responded by saying, "Who is this?" So I now know that she has deleted me. And I informed Jamal that if she wants updates on her granddaughter, that he can do that, because obviously anything that comes from me is not valued at all. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I am, because I make these videos to be honest. I was told that he cheated on me, and now I don't necessarily know what to believe, because the person who told me was a girl that he spoke to. But last time I saw him, he practically swore up and down to me that he hadn't done that at all, but I don't think is right or fair by any means. Jamal had actually texted me after not speaking to me for weeks saying, "What's up?" And I didn't respond to it, because I was like, if out of all the things you could say to me, all you have to say is "what's up," no apology, nothing. And so I didn't respond. But then later that evening, after talking with the neighbors and stuff, they were like, well, maybe he just needs to understand that he should want what he didn't have when, he was little. So I just sent him a text, and I was like, if you could do your life over and have things your way, wouldn't you want your mother and father more involved with your life? And of course he would, but he didn't answer, because I got my maternity pictures done, and he wanted the 3D pictures of her. So I was like, okay, well, I got my maternity pictures last night, do you want them? And he was like, no, but how is Olivia doing? And I was like, she's fine, she's getting really big now. And so then he asked me to send him a picture, so I did. And then he was like, wow, you've gotten big. And I was like, yeah, well, it's just another thing you're missing out on. And then he said, okay. And then I was like, so if you're wanting to be there, you should start turning up the volume on your phone at night, because it could be any time now that I have her. And he said he would make sure to do that. So then he had never told me what the plans are as far as what's going to happen at the hospital. And you guys may think that I'm completely crazy for this, but I just think that it's right, especially with a little girl. So when I have her, the original plan was, before we split up, that he would be the first one to hold her after I have her. But then I asked him if he was still going to do that or even be in the room, and he said that he would be, so I guess I take his word for that. Then I asked him what to do about child support and all that, and he basically told me to do whatever I wanted to do. But then he was talking about, who she would be with when she goes back and forth between us. But as a mom, I don't really want her to be alone with anybody for a while, so I told him that. And then he was like, don't act like she's not my daughter, nothing's going to happen to her, that type of stuff. And then I just told him I still have rights as her mother. I want to be around her for a while she's little. And he was like, and I have rights too as her dad, and it seems like you don't care too much about that. And then he was like, I don't want any other man trying to take care of my daughter. That's my job. And I won't have any other woman taking care of her. Do we have a deal? And I was like, I don't even have any other men in my life, so that's irrelevant. And if I ever do, he won't meet Olivia, at least not for a while. So then the topic of him sleeping with other people got brought up. And he asked me why I was worried about it, but I really wasn't. So I was like, I'm not worried about it. My point is that your daughter has nothing from you, but other women are a priority to you. And I know this because your posts all over Facebook about trying to find somebody. And then I asked him if he was supposed to hurt me, and I told him that it only made me mad because he's willing to treat another woman right, but he can't treat me right. Just like I had said previously. And then, I told him I'm literally doing it all alone. She has everything she needs, but it would have been nice to tell her that you did something for her. But instead, weekly, I juggle something new, and I fill out my journal every week, but I can't write that he, talk to her or any of that stuff because he's just not there. And so then I was like, and where you're supposed to be, because I wanted it to be like a family situation where it would be me and him and her, and obviously that's not what's going to happen. So I just told him where you're supposed to be when she needs or wants you, you won't be there, and all I have to show your daughter is a couple of pictures of you. So then he got upset because I'm speaking the truth, sorry, and he was like, just call me when Olivia's born, goodbye. And I told him that he should be thankful that I'm even being as nice and as tolerant as I am. But last time I saw him, he told me that he was going to try to make me love him again, and that he would prove to be the right man. And I told him that he's done none of that. And, when we were together, he always wanted me to talk to him about stuff, so I was like, I'm tired of holding it all back from you. I never did deserve what you've put me through, and you've hurt me more than anybody else. The whole time we were together, you wanted me to come to you and talk, and well, I'm talking now. I don't regret my daughter, and I don't regret meeting you, but I do hate who you are. So, meaning the person that he's become. He didn't ever used to be this way. He doesn't know what's going on. Like, he doesn't even know how far along I am. So, I don't know, it's really hard. That's pretty much all that I have to say. And then he got mad because I guess I accidentally added one of his, well, not accidentally, you know, on Facebook they've got the side feed where you can add, people who you have mutual friends with, and so I pretty much just kind of add everybody, which I shouldn't do, but I added a girl, multiple girls, I don't even really know who he's talking about. But then he asked why I was adding his exes on Facebook, and I didn't know what he was talking about, and he was like, yes, you do know what I'm talking about, and I told him that I didn't know because the only people I add are who show up there as a mutual friend. And then I asked him why he was even worried about what I was doing on Facebook anyways, because he's not even with me, so he should mind his own business. But then I just told him, well, whoever she is, she has the option to reject a friend request, and if it's that big of a deal, then he should tell whoever she is not to be my friend on the internet if it's that big of a deal. And so then he just told me, he's really rude actually, he told me to shut the fuck up with all that, his exact words, shut the fuck up with all of that shit, bye, with exclamation marks. So then I was like, if you tell me to STFU, for anybody who knows or doesn't know that abbreviation, shut the fuck up. Again, that I would have some words for him, and then I said, and you wonder why I hate the person you've become, and then he was like, whatever, and I called him disrespectful. So that's pretty much what's happened. As far as the cheating thing's concerned, I don't really know how to feel. I don't know if I should even care. I don't know if I should miss him. I don't know if I should still love him. I don't know if I should hate him. And it's really hard to talk about because now I feel like I'm going to cry about the whole situation because I haven't even been able to do this yet. I haven't gotten to a point where I've talked about it so much that I just can't hold it back anymore. It just sucks really bad because I wanted to give my daughter so much more, and it's like, it's nothing that I wanted. Not at all. And it's gotten so bad to the point where I've like spiraled into like some downward depression stage. And I even like considered giving my daughter up for adoption because I want her to have a family where her mom and dad are happy together. But we'll never have that. And so now I gotta raise my daughter in a broken family. I don't know. I hate crying on videos, but like I told you in a previous video where this happened before, that it's real and this is what it's like, and you know, not all of it chalks up to hormones. Sometimes it's just because life fucking sucks sometimes. I don't know. I just want the best for her, and whether that's him and I being together or him and I being apart, I guess it is what it is. But I would so much rather bite the bullet and deal with all of the shit that he puts me through, just to know that my daughter will love me and will respect the fact that I tried my hardest for things to work between him and I, and he just doesn't care about me. So I have to quit caring about him. But I'm going to leave it at that. This is the update on where things are right now. Obviously, they're not any better, and they're only getting worse. And again, thanks for allowing me to talk to you guys, because you're pretty much the only people that I have. Bye.